going on, y'all? This your boy Casey Phil, King Self for Life. Man, finally able to sit down. Like I always tell y'all, man, I'm never here when the show is on. I'm always out handling my business, doing what I gotta do. I'm on my grown man stance. It's one of the major reasons why I don't really be on social media like I want to. I'll be on there. I'll hop in and out of group chats. I try to tweet. I try to stay relevant. But a lot of times, a lot of people don't really interact with me. It's either I gotta interact with them in order for them to even bother with me. But it is what it is. Let's go ahead and break down this show. This is one of AEW's best episodes of Rampage. This is episode 9. And I thought with the 4 matches that it would kind of be a cluster bunch. But actually, no. The pacing. Let me tell y'all something. AEW, when they do the pacing, everything, when pacing is there, they shows be great. It doesn't matter if it's a pay-per-view. It doesn't matter if it's Dynamite, Rampage, whatever. When the pacing is right, that's when the show is off the chain. And I got to give the props. This episode was great. I was trying to look for something that I didn't like. And I really, nothing. This is the first time in a long time watching anything AEW outside the pay-per-view, anything. As y'all know me, I come in, I give you the real. I try my best not to shield, but if you find anything wrong with this episode, something wrong with you. This is the excellent episode of Dynamite. I loved everything from the pacing, from the first match to the very end. Let's go ahead and break this show down. First match, CM Punk, Daniel Garcia. We had the side-by-side with Mark Henry right in the middle. He talked to Daniel Garcia in 2.0 first. Then he talked to CM Punk. They said what they had to say. CM Punk mentioned something about 2.0 looking like the Nasty Boys, his brothers, his little brothers, or something like that. Yo, this is CM Punk. Listen, I still prefer CM Punk and Will Hobbs outside of the 2 botches that happened in that match. This matchup was excellent. That young man, Daniel Garcia, can wrestle his behind off. I was like, man, and CM Punk... Listen, he ain't lost a step yet. I can only imagine when CM Punk really started being booked in the storylines, when stuff really started getting real. Because as of right now, they just booking matches on the fly with him. And CM Punk, he struggled. And I don't mean struggle. I'm talking about struggle storyline-wise in the match. Because anytime cats wrestle, they're trying to tell a story. He struggled with this young man. He couldn't make him go to sleep, so he had to put the vice grip on him and don't make him submit. That's how he ended up winning the match. 2.0 was out there doing all the shenanigans that they was possibly trying to do to help this young man win. But it was not enough. CM Punk got the victory. This is excellent. No issues on my boat. None whatsoever. Great match. So right after them, we got a promo with Tony Schiavone interviewing Leo Rush, Dante Martin, and Matt Sydal. And Leo Rush was basically selling why he decided to partner up with Dante Martin because he sees the best in him. Well, Matt Sydal was like, well, hold up, man. Listen, whatever you're trying to sell to Dante, he don't need it. You're spewing a lot of poison over there. And Leo Rush was like, wait, hold up. First of all, who the heck are you? He said, wait, look, I'm trying to give him what's best. He's about to be one of the, first of all, he's already showcasing why he's one of the best wrestlers in AEW right now. You need to learn to get on board. But since you don't want to, I'm booking the match on the fly. You're going to face none other than CM Punk next week on Rampage. It's already set. Yeah, y'all, it's official. For cats who want to know, you will just expect to see it. CM Punk wrestling on Rampage is basically it because this is his show. Rampage is his show. This is where he debuted. Rampage. If you want to see CM Punk wrestle on Rampage, on in anything AEW outside the pay-per-views, Friday nights is where it's at. He might end up eventually wrestling on Dynamite, but most of his matches will be on Rampage. Book it. Now, if I'm CM Punk, I'm addressing this situation on Dynamite. Like, wait, hold up. I need to talk to Leo Rush. Leo Rush, get your behind out here. First of all, how the heck you just booking matches on the fly with me? Are you TK? You didn't even talk to me. You didn't even get my approval. Yet, you going to go over there and make a match out the woodwork. Now, I'm not to say that I'm not down with the match. The match is actually great because I'm here to put over the young cats, right? But you just did it without my approval. Now, maybe you want to step in the ring with me. I would not be shocked if he say something like that next week on Dynamite. But it was great. It was a great segment. Young man, listen, Tony Khan did a great job getting this man. He did a great job. Cat's been crying about us not being on the show. Well, let me tell y'all something. I hate to say, I really don't hate to say it. Rampage is not only CM Punk show, Rampage is starting to turn into our show because we are heavily featured on Rampage. I'm just calling it for what it is. it's starting to become our show because we're heavily featured, big time. And speaking of being featured, let's talk about it. We got the Lucha Bros versus my boys, the Acclaim. Man, the Acclaim are so over. It don't even make no sense. I just hate seeing my boys lose all the time. I would prefer to see my guys win. And I know people say, well, they win on Elevation Dark. That's Elevation at Dark. Certain cats like me can't really tune in like I want to. So I'm not really watching Dark Elevation like that. I would prefer to see my boys get potential wins on Dynamite and Rampage. You feel me? But it is what it is. They came out. They said what they had to say. Cut the little promo. Their little rap. Listen, the Acclaim are over, man. They are over like a mug. They got in the ring with none other than the Lucha Bros. I love the Lucha Bros, man. The Lucha Bros are excellent. Been fans of them ever since Lucha Underground, man. I knew this match was going to bang. Match did what it was supposed to do. Listen, the Acclaim tried their best to hang with the Lucha Bros. Let me tell you something about the Lucha Bros. You got to be able to hang with the Lucha Bros because if not, they're going to leave you hanging. And eventually that's going to cost you. That's exactly what they did. They tried hard to beat the brakes off of them, but it wasn't enough. Lucha Bros retained their AEW Tag Team Championships, and now they're looking forward to Dynamite because now they're putting their AAA Tag Team titles on the line against Mr. Undefeated Andrade Ilolo and a choosing partner of his choice. We don't know who the clown that is, but that tells me all I need to know. The Lucha Bros are about to lose their AAA Tag Team titles on Dynamite. Now, I would be shocked if they don't, but I see it coming. Whoever the clown he got, because Andrade, he's undefeated. He hasn't lost yet. So they finna bring in some other guy that we have no idea who it is. He's gonna tag with him, and they're gonna end up winning them AAA Tag Team titles on Dynamite. Now, let's go ahead and talk about this matchup. We got my girl, Miss Jade Cargill, going on against Chi-Town's own Miss Sky Blue. Now, everybody and their mama already knew that this matchup was going to be a squash match. Why? Because we understand that my girl, Miss Jade Cargill, still needs in-ring work. She still needs to get that down. Miss J has the character. She has the charisma. She's getting a whole lot better on the mic. But everybody and their mama, like for me, I'm rooting hard for her because I want to see Miss J potentially win the AEW Women's Championship. I know a lot of people want her to win that TBS title. I don't want her to win the TBS title because I still want to see my girl develop when it comes to in-ring ability. The Philly crowd actually was behind Jade. This is the first crowd that I actually think was actually behind Jade because it seemed like every time they go somewhere, it's like quiet. Like really people don't know what to do. And I don't want to talk about what the real elephant in the room is, but Miss Jade, I'm telling you, man, she gets this wrestling stuff down pat. You better get the heck up out the way. You better get the clown up out the way, man. Because like I said, I'm tired of hearing fools say that she green and all this crazy stuff. Yeah, we already know that. But why the clown you got to keep talking about this stupid stuff? This is what we need to expect from Miss J from the time being. You're going to get a couple of move sets. She's going to show her dominance because that's what she's playing as. She's this dominant glamazon. They call her the Black China. Dominate. She dominated Miss Sky Blue. That is what we are to expect until she learns how it is to actually be a real professional wrestler. Expect this from Miss Jade. Expect these little quick matches because she's showcasing her dominance. You already know. And you know who's going to end up knocking off that undefeated streak that she has. It's Thunder Rosa. You already know that. It's not even a question. It's not even a question. So speaking of that, she did her moveset. Got the match over 1, 2, 3. So after that, she started beating the brakes off of Sky Blue, who comes to the rescue. A ticked off Thunder Rosa. She had a chair. She ran up in there. Miss J got the clown up out of there. Her and Mark, they dipped out. And so she was like, yeah, I'm about to beat the brakes off of you with this chair. Yeah, you better run. Let me tell y'all something. The moment when we get that singles match, this is going to be the time that we see what Jade has improved in when it comes to in-ring work. Because I told you, I'm behind Miss J like a mug. Y'all know the one thing that I don't like about Miss J, and I'm not finna talk about it. I've talked about it in a million videos, but other than that, I am 1,000% behind Miss J. You best believe I am. Told you I support mine because I want to see us shine. I try to talk about us getting showcased so much. It don't even make no sense. Miss J, she coming, y'all. She get that wrestling ability. You better get the clown up out the way. Get the heck up out the way. I don't want to hear nobody talking. I don't want to hear. Don't tell me nothing about Miss J. No, I don't want to hear it. Because we discussed this. Every single one of us, we talk about this. Nah, no sir, no sir, no. Matchup did what it had to do. I had no issue with it. It was great. Let me see. Is there anything else before I talk about the main event that they talked about? Oh, they talked about, now we about to get another AEW. So we got 3 different tournaments that's going to take place. I didn't even talk about the Owen Hart thing. What's the name? I forgot Owen Hart's widow. I can't think. Mrs. Hart. I'm just gonna call her Mrs. Hart. I think her name starts with him. The Owen Hart Foundation has partnered with AEW, and in 2022 they're going to introduce the Owen Hart Tour tournament, and this is basically to showcase how much Owen Hart is loved. And I mean, first of all, like I said, for somebody like me who, like I said, you talking to somebody who did not watch the New Generation era. I've only seen clips of certain things that took place in the New Generation era, but I didn't watch the New Generation era. So you talk to somebody who really can't speak on how great Owen Hart and Bret Hart was and all of them and everything. But from the things that I've seen, Owen Hart was an excellent wrestler, just like his brother Bret. And this is excellent. What they doing for the Hart, the Hart Foundation, the Hart family. This is excellent. Now we got this other tournament that just dropped, which is going to be an AEW World Heavyweight Championship tournament, which is going to determine who's going to end up facing whoever at the time the AEW champion is. And listen, it's let me tell you what Tony Khan and them is doing. They're getting you excited to make sure you better tune in to AEW. And I believe Tony Khan and them going to do things right. Outside of what's going on over there in WWE land, which they could care less. I know they're trying to do the king and queen stuff. King of the ring, queen of the ring. I already heard they already messed that mess up anyway. But this is what I like about AEW. It's the fact that they give a crap about wrestling. They care. They give a care about wrestling. And I just got to say kudos to them. Kudos to them. The TBS tournament. We got that tournament. The Owen Hart situation. Man, that's great. That's excellent. Now, the main event. Now, this feud, hopefully this feud is in. I hope this is the end of the feud. Ricky Starks versus Brian Cage for the FTW Championship in a Philly street fight. This match was excellent. And I talk a lot about this. AEW sometimes goes overboard with having cats bleed. Sometimes they have everybody, it'd be like one show and everybody in the mama's bleed. I'm like, you don't have to have everybody bleed. Certain matches or certain situations calls for the color to happen. This match needed. And they delivered. You had Will Hobbs Hook out there doing what they were supposed to do with their little goofy man shenanigans. You already know Taz on commentary, watching his boy, trying to be protective of him. Brian Cage and Ricky Starks tore the house down. This Philly street fight was excellent from all angles. There was a scene where you had I don't know who, I think it was Ricky Starks. Ricky Starks set the chair up where the turnbuckles was. Now, he was going to try to throw Brian Cage into it. Brian Cage ended up throwing him into it, bust him wide open. I said, that's perfect. So they made you think Brian Cage was going to get his title back. No, sir. No, he didn't. Will Hobbs and Hook, Hook low blowed him. Referee, actually, it's a street fight. It's a Philly street fight, so no qualifications. The referee saw what he did to him. He ended up low blowing him. Ricky Starks did the moveset on 1, 2, 3 match over with. This was an excellent episode of Rampage. I got no issue whatsoever. None. I watched the show. I looked at everything. I seen everything. And I said, you know what? I can't complain this week. Pacing was great. 4 matchup segments. Awesome. No issue, if, ands, or buts about it. They already announced all the matches that's going to take place next week. It is what it is. Listen, when the episode 10 come on, I'll talk about it when the time comes. But other than that, I really got nothing else to say. Okay, let me go ahead and address Tony Khan's situation. Tony Khan going back and forth with clowns online about what he said yesterday. He feels that Rampage is better than SmackDown. And I know a lot of people was coming in because they said, well, the ratings don't show it. At this point, Tony Khan really not caring about the ratings when it comes to Friday night. He just consistently keep putting out good television. You keep putting out good television, people gonna figure it out. They're gonna realize, man, you know what? I need to tune in to Friday nights at 9 o'clock over on TNT. Um, People was coming at him, WWE Shields, the AEW haters. I mean, just clown him. He was going off. He was going back and forth with Cass today on Twitter. So apparently WWE and Fox have made an agreement that now SmackDown is eventually about to turn into a 2.5 hour show. Now here's my thing. If AEW is not competition, why the clown are you going 2.5 hours? First of all, AEW ain't even nowhere near beating WWE in the ratings. Now Raw ratings have come close, not as close as AEW wants them to be. But when it comes to Friday night, SmackDown dominate the ratings. They dominate. So I don't know why the clown Vince McMahon and them, who apparently thinks that AEW is not competition, yet is going to turn SmackDown into a 2.5 hour show. That to me sounds like competition. The fact that you want to hurt AEW that much that you want to kill their ratings even more. They only do like 600,000 something every Friday. Ever since the debut of Punk, where he did about 1.2 million, I think it was about 1.2 million. It's on the late time. You know, a lot of people is going to bed or they really not even caring. They out partying, they out doing, it's the weekend. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I just find it to be very funny that for a company that's not competition, yet they gonna go and do this stupid stuff. It's goofy. Very goofy to me, but it is what it is. Anyway, y'all hit the comment section up. I tell y'all all the time, man, I appreciate everybody who continues to rock with me. 110 people. Appreciate all the 110 people, man. I thank y'all so much. I'm going to continue to do my best to get this channel to where it needs to be. God bless each and every one of y'all. Y'all keep it up. This your boy Casey King, Self Like Wrestling It Takes. I'm gone.